Alrighty, and a very good evening. Welcome those who are just watching the Diamond Cutters over on Tanaka's channel. I am Mayday 91283, and we're wrapping up the night with another TGC Tours Major Championship Design playthrough. We are all ready to, what is this? It's about the 14th one we've already done, I want to say. They're coming in hot and heavy. Expected another wave of courses to flash through over the weekend as we approach Monday's design deadline for these contests. You can check out all the great courses. Got a link I just popped into the chat there. And yeah, we're going to play through Monongahela National by Pablo, one of the more noted designers in the TGC Tours community. Certainly has been a guy in the past known for bringing a little heat with his courses, and especially along the green. So going to be interested to see how this plays. Doing a casual playthrough of these on pin 1 conditions. These playthroughs, I may chime in with some design thoughts. The opinions, they're mine or mine alone, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of TGC Tours Administration or the judging panel. Enough with all the disclaimers and yada yada. It's late at night. I'm ready to get this going. Ha! Oh. Later, TK. Tanaka Khan with a drive-by. So, oh, he did put this on very high, didn't he? Holy crap! Wow! Now that's a hurricane, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that pretty much describes it. Oh my god. Well, these were the round 1 conditions, very high out of the north. Well, right? Well, let's see if we can drive this green. Why not? We've only got a hurricane. Holy crap. That should go for about ever, right? Oh, I had to have gotten more off of that. Come on, game. Well, I don't even know what I'm going to shoot this route, but egads. That is just... I don't think I've seen winds that strong. Wow. Like what he's done with the style of bunkering here. Rough and rugged. Gosh. I tell you what, I mean, I don't even know hardly how to compensate for winds this strong. There is going to be a lot of guesswork in this round. I can just tell you that right off the top. I don't even know how that was very, very fast. Hey, Matt. Yeah, check out our wins here, Matt. Lucky me. Come back. Yeah, I can't remember ever seeing it blow this hard. Oh. Well, so much for that stroke. I'll set the line lower. We'll see if I can beat the score I shot at Blackout earlier tonight, which I think was 3 over. This was the hole I used for the screenshot of this course. I love the long view here, how you can kind of get a peek at the next hole in between the grandstands. I almost... right? Yeah, the low riser is definitely the play here. I almost think I would have liked to have seen this tee box move just a little bit left. I think that would have opened up the view a little better here. I'm just happy getting that on the green. Okay. So, wild ass guess time. Did not hit it. Wow. Wow. Oh, that almost snuck in the side door. Yeah, I think that beer's safe, Matt. Between these wins and the way I'm not playing right now. Holy criminy. Little buried elephant right here in the green. Kind of going off both ways. Do like how he's incorporated chipping areas in. I kind of pick up a little kind of a Reeb vibe to this course. Now we're on. Yeah, there are not going to be a lot of birdies to be had here. It's we're in survival mode right now. I mean, it's actually, I mean, a little difficult to kind of evaluate the, you know, the merits of some of these holes strategically, because it's just, I mean, with this wind, it's kind of hit and hope. Birdie followed by 3 straight bogeys. That's just great. Yeah, I have no clue where that came from. Very fast out of nowhere, with a slow to boot, into a headwind. That's just great. Okay. Yeah, so now we're going to throw Tippo issues on top of everything. Why not? Why not? As if this game isn't plain frickin' difficult enough. Actually, Australian? No, I really don't. I'm not sure I'm liking the idea of this playing in very high winds, to be perfectly honest. I mean, you know, it'd be one thing, I mean, if the very highs were in the, you know, the 17 to 20 range. But, I mean, 25 and above, it's like, give me a break. This is the round 1 conditions. Yeah, his round 1 setup is very high winds out of the north. And I'm not saying you can't have very fast, you know, very high winds, but I mean, I think it's like anything in Texas. I mean, if you're going to design your greens to 187, or if you're going to play very firm, you know, the thing is, Vinegar, I mean, 25-mile-an-hour winds in real life don't play like 25-mile-an-hour winds in this game. I mean, these almost play like 40 once you get into the very high category. Dwayne back, stating the obvious. Can we get off the bogey train? Nope. You know, 6 holes in and I've pretty much already mentally checked out of this round. I'll be perfectly honest. You know, we hit the green in regulation at least. Now we might finally get off that bogey train. Said it's hard to really just, you know, analyze the strategic merits of these holes when, you know, the wind's blowing all over the place and you're just praying to find the short grass. Where are we going here? Now this one... Okay, we talked a little bit about this in Blackheart, and I think he's done a decent job of it here. I mean, really, the shortcuts to play it through here, and you've got a vast expanse of fairway to do that. But if you take the safer shot, now you got to force carry to a much skinnier target. This is by far the better angle to come in from, but it's also a much more difficult target to hit. So I think he's done a decent job of blocking that shortcut. I agree, man. I mean, I'm liking the looks of the course so far. It's just been really hard for me to gauge how this course actually plays. And that's one of the challenges of this contest. Bear in mind, I mean, the designers have to set all 4-round conditions to kind of showcase their courses. And again, this isn't supposed to be about making it, you know, courses that are just stupid difficult to the point of unplayable. I mean, you know, it's more providing a solid challenge, a varied challenge from round to round. But again, where good shots are rewarded, bad shots are penalized. And that's kind of what we were looking for. God, I mean... Dwayne, don't do that to the ratings of your show. My gosh. I mean, you see what Scott's done to our numbers. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, you're guessing how... I mean, literally in these wins, you're just guessing how the ball's going to react. again, it looks like you're being presented a choice off the tee. You could probably try to use that other fairway. God, just ridiculous wind. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't make sense to me either, Matt. But see, now, again, I'll be interested to see how this turns out, but I mean, if we've set the winds to go very hard out of the north, and now you're giving me a long par 4 that all of a sudden now I'm hitting driver and 2-wood and I can't get there? Yeah, that's driver 2-wood, and I'm 20 yards short. I mean, there's literally no way to get there. So, I mean, at least we'll probably get up and down here, but now imagine if that pin were back left instead of front right. I mean, that hole's playing a good 20-25 yards longer. I mean, it's essentially turned into a par 5. I mean, I like he's given us some width in areas and taking that width away in other areas to really make you think. I like that. This angle. Oh, the rare fiver garbage cans. Except, I'll be interested to give this. I mean, Dwayne, I'll be interested to give this course a go again in a little more benign conditions. Because, I mean, I don't think the course itself is bad. I wonder about the choice conditions. I mean, again, it's not like this was set default, and it just happened to give us a hurricane. I mean, this was a conscious decision that the designer made and was part of the challenge of this contest. So, oh yeah, I think this. I mean, this course would play worlds different. I mean, if it were a 10, even high winds. Even if these are at 15, I mean, it's manageable. But I mean, You know, when I step onto the tee and I see 27, I mean, it's like, good God, what am I going to do with that? Well, and you look at the conditions that Pablo's posted. He's got two rounds at very high. He's given you round 1 and round 4 at very high. And got a medium and a high in there as well. And the thing about round 4, everything's train firmness very firm, green firmness very firm, green speeds 187s. We've got default firmness and green speed for round 1. So now imagine playing in these winds, which mercifully for the first time today have dipped below 20 miles an hour. But imagine playing these on very fast, very firm 187s. Oh, I mean, that's true, but again, I don't think that's not exactly what I was looking for at the start of this. I mean, I think there's some, and obviously this is perpetuated by the USGA too, but I mean, you know, there's some notion out there that the U.S. Open is a matter of protecting par at all cost. But, I mean, to me, you know, I want to be able to hit a shot, and if I hit a very good shot, you know, I want to be rewarded for that. If I hit a bad shot and it turns up I get punished, so be it. I hit a bad shot. I deserve it. But yeah, this is just survival golf right here. I mean, what it boils down to. Wow, that did not go at all. Holy cow. Yeah, we'll take a par out of that. Yeah, we had a string of 5 straight bogeys. My goodness. Kind of found our bearings now, but sheesh. Well, we get a par 5. Is this at all a breather? Well, downwind severely. You know what? With this wind, I think we can get there, boys. I think we could get home. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the course itself, I mean, I like the width and I like the angles he's given us. Oh no, man, I'm used to this. You got to remember, I write for a living, but I do a little high school sports play-by-play on the side, so flapping my jaws for 2, 3, 4 hours at a time. I'm used to that. Okay. Okay, so note to self, you can't use the ground game here. Duly noted. That's awesome. And that's bad. I mean, even going back, what was it, last? Yeah, it was last hole, because that was the par 3, right? Alright, that's back-to-back holes now. He's kind of rejected the ground game. So not only, I mean, and again, consider round 4. Very fast, very firm. And you're not able to use the ground game. You have to play it aerial. Oh, I need more than one of those. Hey, we made a birdie. Our first since the first. Somebody strike up the band, alert the media, stop the presses. Fairway width here seems to have jumped the shark a little bit. We've had some fairly wide corridors so far in this round. Now, granted, this hole plays under 400 yards, to be fair. This does feel a touch narrow. I don't think that's happening, Matt. Yeah, jeez. Yeah. This wind is just ridiculous. I know I'm beating a dead horse, but I kind of feel bad for Pablo in a way, because, I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just hard to get a real assessment of how the course itself plays when you're just hitting and hoping and playing for survival. I am more than happy with that shot. Holy cow. then I boned the putt. Then I boned the putt. $520-yard par 4, but we do have the wind helping us. But again, I'm going to play devil's advocate here because the winds go a complete 180 in round 4. Would I be able to reach this green in 2 with the wind in my face? And again, I know it's the same for everybody in the field, but I think pretty much ever since I've had my PS4 scob. So I didn't do anything online back in the PS2 days. Well, when you consider that the definition of par is the score a master golfer is expected to make given 2 putts on a green. So by definition, if the hole is a par 4, it's expected that you're able to reach the green in 2. So, I mean, if you're taking the literal definition of par, I would say yes. Now, again, and I get the concept of half par holes and stuff like that, and these 500-plus yard par 4s are definitely that. But and I don't mind if it's driver 2 wood to get there, but just give me a chance. So I've got a birdie out to get Golfer Dude's beer. Well, the winds have died down to 17. Not necessarily, because again, I mean, a part of this. Now, maybe in real life, yeah, when you have no control over what Mother Nature does. But, I mean, you know, we're we're naming the conditions here. So, where'd that come from? Holy crap. Okay, I'm not a fan of the cutting off the fairway here, especially because there's no reason to. And there's no reason it can't run up here, work around this bunker, kind of come in that way, create that chipping area there, And this one feels a bit like double punishment. Okay, I've hit it in the bunker. But now, yeah, I don't have a chance to recover here. I have to lay way back. Yeah. Sculpting wise, I love the look into this green with the bunker and how that green sits up on the knoll there. I really like that. Like I said, I would have given this I would have wrapped that fairway around and give it a chance for recovery. I think I got off off point a little bit, but oh, that didn't kick. But no, I mean, I would, especially because we can call the shots in this contest. We can call the shots on what we want these conditions to be. I mean, if I've got a 500-yard hole that's playing uphill, I'm not putting that thing into the wind. I'll give you a crosswind, sure. But, I mean, that'd be something I'd be mindful of when I'm kind of setting the prevailing wind of my course. I did not feel comfortable over that shot at all. At all. And here comes the double bogey. Again, partly due to having a force layup. Nice expanse of green here. Now, what I said earlier, I mean, this, especially with the shaved bank, kind of takes a page out of the Blackheart Cove playbook. But what I liked what Pablo did here as opposed to what happened we saw in Blackheart Cove. Look, I mean, this is a fairly manageable slope. I mean, in real life, no problem running a mower up and down through here. I mean, you're still going to have balls. If they miss short and left, they're going to kick, they're going to repel, they're going to end up in the hazard. But, I mean, it's not a slope that I'm going to plunge to my death if I take a mower on. I'm right in between clubs here. And fast. Goodbye. Way gone. That is a nasty spot for a pin. Oh. Oh! Oh! Well then. Shots like that keep you coming back, don't they? Uh-huh. Well, good question, Matt. I will throw up the schedule. Because we're going to get hit with snow, which is going to put a serious crimp in my work plans for the next couple of nights, I will be back with you on Friday night for another stream doubleheader. We will be playing the Lone Red Maple by Digital Bunny, and we'll be playing some crap course by, it's by, what is it, Sapphire Hills, Sapphire Ridges, something by some Australian designer, Shaka Khan or something like that. No, we're playing Sapphire. We're playing Chris's course. I'm getting tired, guys. I'll admit that, but no, not that Aussie, and not Greg Norman either. But yeah, all the show times. We've set the show times through next Wednesday. So we'll have a doubleheader on Friday. We will do one show Sunday, following the Masters at 8:30 Eastern. And then we're going to do a late night doubleheader on Monday. With shows at 9:45 and 11 Eastern. And that should take us right to the close of the publication window. Ooh. Did I only have a 2-wood there? I must have only had a 2-wood. What the heck? I like the planning he's done back here with this grass and actually kind of the haze of the sun kind of casts a nice hue there. That's a nice touch. But yeah, it's going to take us right up to deadline, so by the time I sign off air Monday night, we'll know who's officially in the contest, who's gotten their course in on time and all that good stuff. And because we're going to do one show on Sunday, I'm only going to do one show next Wednesday before the Diamond Cutters. And now, and again, this is probably a bit where Pablo unfortunately has had a little bit of bad luck here. Because, I mean, now look, I mean, our wins are down at 16. If we'd have had these rounds, or these wins the whole time, I don't think we would have had nearly the issues that we've had on this course. I mean, so part of it's bad luck, but I mean, when you're in the designer, it's hard to simulate sometimes, but I mean, you got to kind of prepare for the extremes. And I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me, even though I've probably been in a little bit of a sour mood playing through this one. And it is past midnight in the east now. Hey, guys, what do you know? We're finishing on a par 5. Kind of, I do like the strategy here. Is maybe not so much with this pin tucked back left, but any pins on the right side, which I imagine he's probably going to have 3 of them. I can see one right in here. I can see him sticking one in here. Definitely one up on this shelf. There's definitely going to be a pin here. And on these right pins, now you're trying to, I mean, your straight line is right over these bunkers to set the best angle in. I mean, for this pin, you're almost trying to go all the way around, and even then, if you hang on the outside of the dog leg, that's probably going to be a tough pin to work into. Now, granted, I'm playing into a headwind, so it's muted. It's a 3-shot hole anyway, but... yeah, that's a good point, Scott. Again, I mean, it's a little bit the luck of the draw because you can get such a variance. I mean, you set the wind condition, but you get such a variance in that wind condition. And when we set off, we got the absolute worst of what this course had to offer, or the wind had to offer. I shouldn't say the course; it was the wind, but. Yeah, very fast. And I think we still got 10 out there, I want to say. Both of our alternates are in. Yep, we got 10 left. Yeah, it's just after 11 here, but including some big names we've yet to see what we got coming out of them. You know, like Dario Logan and Matt Geddes, we haven't seen published yet. We haven't seen what Ryan J. McConnell has in store yet. I mean, Cullen, Warhawk, we haven't seen Mav's course yet. Major High. And then two of our newer guys that kind of came on the scene during the rookie contest and had good showings in the World Cup as well, and that's Skinny Post and Beef. We haven't seen anything out of them yet, so still some mystery and intrigue here as we get down to the nitty-gritty of it. In fact, since we've just passed midnight, we are down to, let me count that, 5 days remaining in the published window. What those 5 days will have in store remains to be seen. Get up there. Something like that. Very fast. How'd that happen? And there's a Pablo pin. That's a Pablo pin. Barely miss your target, and yeah, that's a Pablo pin. Almost got through the entire course without one. But well, guys, that was Monongahela National Golf by Pablo, and yeah, I'll like I said, I think a bit unlucky here that the game did not give us the best draw in terms of the wind. I mean, again, the designer sets it. Pablo called very high, but I mean, walking onto the first tee and staring at 27-mile-an-hour winds. Thanks, Australian. Yeah, that was that was that was a bit extreme. A bit unlucky there for Pablo. The course itself, I thought it had width in a lot of the right places. I thought the sightlines were good. I thought the bunkering was well done. I think the course might provide enough of a challenge on its own without the wind conditions. I would be interested to play round 2 when the winds are set at medium and see how the course changes. Now, granted, the round 2 conditions on that course are very fast, or excuse me, they're very firm terrain and green. Still to default 175 greens. But I'd be really interested to see it. I have a feeling we'd see a different course, and I think we'd see more of the layers and the strategy and the playability kind of shine through in a little bit of a different condition. So, and that will be for the judges to evaluate. And like I said, looks-wise, aesthetic-wise, I think that course has a lot of good things going for it. The wind will be something interesting to see, and something the judges will definitely have to deliberate. So we will be back, again, like we said, coming up on Friday night. We have The Lone Red Maple by Digital Bunny and Sapphire Valley by Tanaka Khan coming up. That will be 7:30 Eastern. We'll be kicking off those streams, going back to back, and hope you can join us then. Till then, guys, I'm ready for bed. It's been a long night. Thanks for hanging out with me. And this is Mayday signing off for another Major Championship Design playthrough. Good night, everybody.